He's pro helmet.
You're not married, are you?
No, I'm.
Are you engaged? And do you, you probably have a lot of girls that you date and stuff, right?
Now, David, come on. You know me. I'm not the kind of guy that comes up here and says, "Oh my God, I'm so in love." And,
right. Yeah. Well, what kind of a thing, like on a date, can you take us like through, what would it be like from the minute you pick a... So like like a first date. What's like a first date?
But I've also been blessed to be a part of something else called the Blockbuster.
But at night, in the small bed that shared a wall with his mother's tarot cards and astrology wheels, he would whisper questions into the dark. Why did you make me this way? Why do I feel like I don't fit anywhere? Are you even listening? And in that silence, something answered. Not in words, but in a slow-burning flame that began to grow in his chest. A refusal, a resistance, something raw and honest that said, if I don't fit, I'll break the shape.
This is really special. It's really special that you all... Now, every time the mic's here, I always lean down on the mic. I don't know why I do that. This was a very special movie for us to make. The fact that you all voted for this movie means a lot to us. We make these movies with our hearts. We really are a family. I had this one technique that worked on the kids, on the babies. And it was just one word. I would take the baby, and I'd lift the baby up, and I'd say, wee! And the baby would just,
Well, I bet if you did that to a lot of women in the audience, they'd... I can't wait to see The Pacifiers is in theaters everywhere today.
my character's name is Groot, and
He only can say 3 words.
he only says, I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Again and again and again
That's
and
all you
again
say.
and again throughout the whole movie.
You have to do it differently, emotionally do it.
Yeah.
So if you're happy, go, I'm Groot.
Yeah, exactly. It was very challenging because of that.
But here's the cool thing, and I heard you had to do this in different languages for when the movie goes worldwide.
First time I ever did a movie in multiple languages.
Yeah. I want to see if I'll test you and just see if you remember how to do it in the languages.
Okay.
Ready? French.
Je suis Groot. Correct! Is, believe it or not, when I was younger, I used to play a game called Dungeons and Dragons. And I actually wrote the foreword for the 30th... I swear to God, I can't even believe it. I wrote the foreword for the 30th book anniversary of adventure, 30 years of adventure. And in that book, I talk about a character that I played, which was a witch hunter. So 6 years ago, or 5 years ago, I had a meeting with the writer Corey Goodman, and we started talking about our geek love affair of Dungeons and Dragons. And next thing you know, I get a script called The Last Witch Hunter. And then just added I-N-E.
What a lovely story. That's so lovely. Come on, let's hug it out. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll get you all choked up. Let's hug it out.
Yeah, yeah.
The fabulous Vin Diesel, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, she's the first person on Father's Day to wish me a happy Father's Day. To see her with my children is one of the most beautiful things. There are moments when I'll see her playing with Pauline, and it will hit me so deep because I can only imagine what my brother's seeing when he sees that. And
You obviously feel very protective.
I feel very protective. It goes beyond the movie. The whole point of the Fast and Furious saga is the idea that brotherhood can be created by bond and not necessarily blood.
You obviously feel very protective.
I feel very protective. It goes beyond the movie. The whole point of the Fast and Furious saga is the idea that brotherhood can be created by bond and not necessarily blood.
You'd be amazed how powerful a force that is. When we didn't want to come back to filming when the tragedy was too heavy, it was the love of everyone combined that saw us through to the end, and now I'm standing here with all of you telling me this was your favorite film of the year. I want to thank the People's Choice Awards. It's real people that are voting for these awards. It's just pure fans saying how much they appreciate our work, and that means the world to me.
When the tragedy happened, back in 2013, we stopped filming Furious 7 for about 5 months because we were wrapping our heads around what we were going to do while mourning. And the studio made or accepted a bold decision, which was to allow the character to exist in our mythology. And to that end alone, you have to honor that. On a personal level, we started this franchise together. Alongside us starting the franchise, we started a brotherhood. Two minutes, really? How can I talk only 2 minutes about this angel gal? Or where would I start? Or how deep would I go? You're gonna hear, how do I look, guys? Honestly. Happy birthday, Anon. You're gonna hear a lot about this incredible actress, her accomplishments. What I'm gonna talk about is my family member, Gal Gadot.
The Boy Without a Name, New York City, 1975. The cold came early that year, wrapping the Bronx in a wet gray mist that clung to fire escapes and froze in puddles outside shuttered bodegas. Mark Sinclair, just 8 years old, sat by the window of apartment 4B, looking out at the cracked pavement below as if it might answer something that no one else would.
Well, my real name is Mark Vincent, and I was a bouncer for 9 years, and the name stuck. We all had fictitious names just in case we got in trouble or anything. And they just started calling me Vin Diesel for some crazy reason.
Well, Vin from Vincent, probably.
Vin from Vincent, and Diesel from...
I don't know.
In New York, you know, when you were built up a little bit.
Oh, I see. Oh.
They'd say, that guy's Diesel.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Ellen Unleaded to my friends.